What happens when raw talent collides with bad decisions? In the NBA, it does not matter how high you are drafted or how many points you score. One wrong move can cost everything, from shocking lifetime bans to secret betting plots and substance abuse struggles. Some players went from potential legends to cautionary tales. Some get caught leaking info to gamblers. Others dominated the league, then vanished. These are not just sports stories. They are unexpected crashes. Why do the rising stars cross the line? And what is the ultimate price they pay? Smash that like button, subscribe, and let's talk about the stars who were banned from the NBA. Jontay Porter. Jontay Porter of the Toronto Raptors did not just break the rules, he shattered the very foundation of NBA integrity. On April 17, 2024, the league announced he had been permanently banned from the NBA, marking one of the most serious punishments ever handed out. Why? Because Porter broke the most sacred rule in the game. He messed with the integrity of the competition. According to the NBA's investigation, Porter shared inside health information with a known NBA bettor before a March 20th Raptors game. That tip sparked an $80,000 parlay bet aimed at a $1.1 million payout, banking on Porter to underperform. And guess what? He did. Porter left the game after just 3 minutes, claiming he felt sick. That bet was flagged and frozen due to how suspicious it looked. But the damage did not stop there. From January to March 2024, Porter used someone else's account to place 13 bets on NBA games, totaling $54,094 in wagers and cashing out over $76,000. He did not bet on his own games, but he did bet against his own team. Commissioner Adam Silver did not mince words. This was a blatant violation. In a league where trust is everything, Jontay Porter crossed a line no player ever should. O.J. Mayo. Once a rising star and third overall pick in the 2008 NBA draft, O.J. Mayo's career came to a crashing halt when the league hit him with the ultimate penalty, dismissed and disqualified for violating the NBA's anti-drug program. At just 28 years old, Mayo's journey from Memphis to Milwaukee was cut short by off-court issues that proved too big to overcome. The NBA did not disclose the specific substance, but under league rules, any positive test for hardcore substances like cocaine, heroin, or meth results in an automatic ban. It was not Mayo's first offense either. He was suspended 10 games in 2011 for PED use. Once full of promise, Mayo faced a 2-year wait just to apply for reinstatement. Jack Molinas. From O.J. Mayo's downfall to one of the NBA's oldest scandals, the road of banned players leads straight to Jack Molinas, the league's original cautionary tale. Drafted third overall in 1953, Molinas was not just talented, he was a rising star for the Fort Wayne Pistons, putting up 11.6 points and 7.1 rebounds per game and earning an all-star nod in his rookie season. But behind that one-handed push shot was a man living a double life. Molinas was banned after just 32 games when the NBA uncovered he had bet on Pistons games and admitted it. He claimed he only bet on his team to win, but investigators exposed deeper ties to the underworld, with Molinas later orchestrating one of the biggest point-shaving scandals in college basketball history. Mob connections, shady payouts, and legal drama followed him until his violent death in 1975. From NBA star to conman to convicted felon, Molinas never played in Detroit, but his legacy haunts the Pistons' past. For him, gambling was not about money. It was about power, control, and thrill. And in the end, it cost him everything, even his life. Roy Tarpley. While Jack Molinas' story ended in violence and infamy, Roy Tarpley's fall was a slower, heartbreaking spiral, one rooted in addiction rather than crime. A force on the court with the Dallas Mavericks, Tarpley averaged 12.6 points and 10.0 rebounds over 6 seasons. He had the skills, the size, and the motor to be one of the league's best big men. But his battle off the court was a fight he could not win in the NBA's eyes. In December 1995, the league permanently banned Tarpley for violating his aftercare program and using alcohol. Just the final chapter in a string of suspensions tied to substance abuse, including cocaine and alcohol. It was not just a matter of league rules, it was personal turmoil that derailed a promising career. Years later, he sued the NBA and the Mavericks under the Americans with Disabilities Act, claiming his addiction was a medical condition, not a moral failing. The case settled in 2009. Tarpley was proof that raw talent alone is not enough, not if the demons behind the scenes go untreated. Michael Ray Richardson. Following Roy Tarpley's tragic downfall, Michael Ray Richardson's story reads like another painful what could have been. Drafted 4th overall in 1978 by the Knicks, Richardson was a two-way marvel. In just his second season, he led the NBA in both assists and steals, a rare feat that hinted at greatness. But off the court, his battle with drugs was already beginning. Between 1984 and 1986, Richardson failed 3 drug tests, triggering an automatic 2-year ban under the NBA's strict substance abuse policy. In 1984 to 85, he won Comeback Player of the Year and earned a fresh 4-year contract. But by February 1986, after another relapse and a domestic incident, he failed another test and was banned from the league. Even after the NBA door closed, Richardson sought redemption. He joined an NBA-approved rehab program and tried to sign with the Long Island Knights. They made it clear, one more slip and he was done. From all-star potential to a cautionary tale, Richardson's story shows just how quickly addiction can turn a future legend into a league exile. Richard Dumas. Like Michael Ray Richardson, Richard Dumas showed flashes of brilliance before addiction stole the spotlight. Drafted 46th overall by the Phoenix Suns, Dumas did not even get to suit up his rookie year, suspended immediately for substance abuse. But when he finally debuted 19 games into the 1992-93 season, he was electric, averaging over 15 points per game and helping the Suns reach the NBA Finals. It looked like a comeback story in the making, until it was not. Dumas missed the entire 1993-94 season, returned briefly, and then played just 15 games for the Suns and 39 for the Sixers before another failed drug test in 1996. That was the end. The NBA banned him for good, cutting short a career that could have been so much more. Chris Washburn. Following Richard Dumas's heartbreaking fall, Chris Washburn's story adds another layer to the NBA's drug-related struggles of the past. At 6'11", Washburn was a physical force and a standout at NC State, where he averaged 17.6 points and 6.7 rebounds in his final season. The Golden State Warriors saw enough promise to make him the 3rd overall pick in the 1986 NBA draft. But Washburn's talent was overshadowed by well-documented substance abuse issues. Over just 2 seasons with the Warriors and Hawks, he played only 72 games before failing 3 drug tests in 3 years, leading to a lifetime ban from the NBA. Once considered a franchise cornerstone, Washburn's name now sits among the league's most notorious draft busts. So, these players had all-star potential, and some were already there. But as we have seen, even the brightest talents cannot outrun the consequences of broken rules or personal demons. Whether it was gambling, drugs, or repeated violations, the NBA had no choice but to act. The league's message? No one is bigger than the integrity of the game. These stories serve as stark reminders that skill does not guarantee longevity, and one wrong turn can end everything. Which story shocked you the most? And do you believe any of these stars deserved a second chance? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more NBA deep dives.